My salutation YouTube, hope you guys are doing great out there. So this is my very first video, loadout video. In my opinion, the actual best loadout to run in this mid-season free Call of Duty Warzone. So first of all, we're gonna look at the AMAX and the Bullfrog. So in my opinion, the AMAX is currently the best AR out there. So here I have the classic AMAX loadout, so the monolithic suppressor, the XRK Zodiac S, the Zodiac barrel, the VLK optic. I usually run my VLK optic with the Tipo sight, which is very clear for the AMAX, and you can run the Commando foregrip and the 45 round mags. And if you guys are on controller, I better say that you use the Ranger foregrip for better recoil control, and it is proven that the Ranger foregrip improves vertical recoil. And for me personally, I like the Commando foregrip because the gun feels lighter and it's better for me. So for you guys, if you're a controller or you want more that of vertical recoil control, I would say to go with the Ranger foregrip. And this is the AMAX. This AMAX currently melts in Warzone. And now submachine gun. So I would recommend you guys to use the bullfrog because let's see, because the bullfrog has a very high headshot multiplier. So if you aim for that headshot, it will be very rewarding. And also you have 65 round or even higher round. So if you have like a problem with your bullet management, so it will be very good for you to manage your bullet. And it's always good to have a higher mag size. I use Darcel's barrel for max bullet velocity, not max but enough range and some bullet velocity too. And I prefer the no stock because it's a recent nerf of the last stock here, so it gives me greater sprint to fire. I usually use the microflex lead because of the headshot multipliers, so it's easier to aim at headshot. And this is it, guys, the bullfrog. So as secondary, it's just so good. And I use the same perks everywhere, so double time, overkill, amp, Semtex. You can use the letter of your preference. It doesn't matter, it depends on the situation of the fight. I use a heartbeat sensor because there's a lot of campers sometimes. I usually run stun also when I do aggressive plays. Next up is the RAM 7 and the PPSH. So classic RAM 7 here, monolithic suppressor, FS Ranger barrel, VLK optic again. This one I'm using the default vertical. I don't know, it just feels better. And 50 round man Commando foregrip. This, guys, it slays in solo, so it's basically my solo loadout. And the PPSH, it has recently been buffed in terms of damage, so this is my setup here. So sound suppressor again because of the buff, the task force barrel, target team spotlight. You can use the 5 milliwatt for better hip fire if you're a hip fire guy, but I prefer the movement speed, so I prefer target team. A 50 round drum and the stock. I'm trying this one because it feels a little bit better, because here, I don't know, sprint to fire is still okay, but this one, like when you ADS, it just feels better. It depends on you guys, it depends on the feeling of your gun. Sometimes you just need to feel the gun just to see whether it's good or not. Again, same thing here. And this is my Core 98 loadout. So here, the classic Core 98 loadout. If you want more of that ADS, you go for the Sport Comb, and you can go for this triple grip tape and remove the suppressor for aggressive sniping. And if not, this is a very balanced loadout for the Core 98. You can use the reticle cross thread, but I strongly recommend you guys to use the cover shot. Take the time to grind this reticle, it is really worth it. And again here, as secondary, I'm using the XM4 again with a microflex lead here, because the XM4 it is a very good balanced gun as secondary, sometimes mid-range we can say, because it has a very interesting TTK, as you can see. So I usually run the agency to have this bullet velocity and the range. Toss horse barrel, 45 round, and if you want, this build is very flexible build. So let's talk about this in this as a secondary. So I have my AMAX, as you can see here, my AMAX, and this build. So this is my secondary build. So you can use this suppressor like we spoken before, or the agency. I recommend you to keep the task force, because it's way better. And you can use the serpent trap for ADS time if you want, or I keep it the reader, but it feels better. And the targeting for more movement speed. So as you can see, the mobility is very high, and you can get just strafe speed when shooting someone, because here you have the ADS firing move speed and the movement speed here. And if you want more of that SMG feel, so then you should go to the suppressor, but I prefer the agency here because I don't know, it depends on you guys, but you need to feel the gun. So this is my recommendation build. Next, I have this overkill loaded loadout. If for example you are back from the gulag, and like you need something quick, so I run this AMAX fully loaded. I remove the mag, so you need to be precise guys here, just don't waste your mag. But here you can, this is a double AR loadout, so you have your submachine sub XM4 like we've spoken before, and your AMAX. So it's a very quick grab gun. So you just go to the loadout, grab your gun, you have bullets, you have your two guns, and you're ready to slay. So that's a very good like a scapegoat. And next, those classes are my like ghost classes. I usually run the ghost sub. You can have any submachine gun here. You can like put also the Coldwar MP5, which is a very good gun. And for the Coldwar MP5, like the build I recommend here is, let's see, the sound suppressor, the longest barrel, ammunition. I'm gonna use the 50 round mags. And again here, if you want to go for the hip fire, you either choose 5 milliwatt, or if you want to go to ADS movement is simple drop and no stop. Alright, this is a very good SMG build for the Coldwar MP5, which is very good. It also has the best time to kill, the best TTK in all the submachine gun currently in Warzone. So it depends on the range also. And as secondary, I use the fully loaded Psycho pistol because it's a very good alternative submachine gun also, and you have it fully loaded, so you're ready to rock with your Ghost submachine gun. The AMAX, I usually keep, as you can see, AMAX is one of my favorite guns, so I keep it as a Ghost sub. So in case I need a like properly built AMAX, so it's a classic build. I call it my classic build. I usually run the M19, which in this build, the M19 has the faster time to kill than the Coldwar MP5, although I say that it's the best SMG, so this is the best pistol out there with the best time to kill. And I usually run the XRK Super, the 32 round lightweight trigger, 5mm for hip fire because this is akimbo pistol, so here it is guys. And again double time Ghost, and again my like the AMAX or the Ghost sub, I have my Ghost Car 98 and the restock loadout. So this is if you want to like take restock. Usually this, I was chilling with some buddies, like we were doing the iron play style, so I just put claymores in here, but you can use either some text, termite, or whatever you want. I usually run it with stuns, and this is the knife and my Ohio shield. And this is a like fully loaded ghost loadout. If you need ammunition and you're taking a second loadout, you don't have enough ammo, so you have an mass ready to launch, or you can take any gun of your choice. And I usually keep a trailer in my loadout because of those toxic vehicle truck like beta players, and the trailer is like the sniper of the launcher, so it's like it's safe. We're on the safer side if you keep this trailer. So try to keep only one like launcher in your loadout. You don't know where it might help you guys. So this is it: the AMAX Bullfrog, the RAM 7 PPSH, the Car 98, XM4, the Coldwar and Coldwar Coldwar XM4, and the AMAX, the Overkill loaded Ghost, and the rest. Here you guys. So this is my loadout for the mid-season Cold War Warzone Season 3. This was my first video, guys, of loadout, so hope you enjoyed. You can drop a comment below. And here's this, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this and have a nice day ahead.